The 10 Best Japanese History Books. Whether you have a particular interest in Asian cultures, or you're a student or teacher starting a class in the field, the Japanese history books on our list have a lot to offer. Only some of them endeavor to cover the entirety of the country's existence, while many others take a close look at one period or cultural phenomenon in the nation's storied timeline. The list starts from A History of Japan, Revised Edition. While many texts on this subject are content to begin around the establishment of the Tokugawa period, A History of Japan, Revised Edition, about $6, takes readers all the way back to ancient times, looking at the development of the people's art and religion, focuses on Asia-Pacific conflicts, includes images and illustrations, but lacks depth in some sections. Check out linked in description to buy this product from Amazon. Ninth one is A History of the Japanese People. A History of the Japanese People, around $33. From the earliest times to the end of the Meiji era, is a weighty tome that isn't meant for the average reader. It covers its stated period comprehensively and, as a bonus, can be downloaded for free. Chronicles almost every emperor. Great resource for students, but doesn't cover recent events. You shouldn't miss this product's review. Embracing Defeat. John W. Dower follows up his seminal text War Without Mercy with a look at the nation in the aftermath of atomic destruction in Embracing Defeat, around $13. It's a moving and provocative portrayal that may be hard for some to finish. Intertwines cultural touchstones, reveals the horrors of occupation, but detail-focused approach is tedious. Well, here is the seventh one. A Concise History of Japan. A Concise History of Japan, APPX, $22, covers a broad range of topics, from the country's relationship with minorities to the rise of the samurai to economic developments. So if you want a text that provides a solid foundation in a variety of areas, it is a good choice. Discusses most major events, begins in ancient times, but maintains a coherent progression. You should look into this product. It was surely well marketed. Samurai, an illustrated history. Anyone studying the bygone days of the country can't help but be drawn to its elite warrior class. And Samurai, an illustrated history, APPX, $21, by Mitsuo gives readers an in-depth look at their lifestyle, covering a period from the 12th to the 19th century. Nearly 800 color pictures, traces their growth and decline, but some photos are reenactments. Now we will show you the fifth product in the list, Modern History, from Tokugawa times to the present. In the fourth edition of Modern History, from Tokugawa times to the present, around $52, Andrew Gordon takes you through the country's various cultural milestones, including the Meiji Revolution, its experiments with mass democracy, and the adoption of Western styles. Discusses many socio-economic issues, covers the development of Hokkaido, but short sections for casual readers. Customers are king, and according to them one should buy this one. Bending Adversity. Japan has undergone incredibly challenging periods of change in the past several centuries, and Bending Adversity, APPX, $11, by David Pilling shows how the country and culture persevered through these times via a compelling historical arc. Looks closely at the 2011 earthquake, covers the asset bubble burst, but feels journalistically authentic. If you want cost-efficient, this new one is for you. Hirohito in the Making of Modern Japan, utilizing a vast number of previously untapped resources, including first-hand letters and diaries of royal court members. The author of Hirohito in the Making of Modern Japan, around $17, goes into great detail on the more than 60-year reign of the country's 124th emperor, debunks many common myths, covers the period from 1926 to 1989, but engaging read for Pacific War buffs. According to reviews, the second best product is Shinsengumi, The Shogun's Last Samurai Corps. Shinsengumi. The Shogun's Last Samurai Corps. About $6. Examines the dying days of the Tokugawa shogunate from the perspective of the leader's ruthless samurai police force. It covers a time period that's packed with drama, from violent fights in the streets to the burning of Kyoto, based mostly on primary sources. Deeply detailed accounts, but delightfully bloody. Now here is our best of best The King product. The Making of Modern Japan. The Making of Modern Japan. Around $31. By Marius B. Jansen takes a close look at the ways in which the country's culture has changed since the end of the Warring States period in 1600 CE. Its main focal points include the establishment of the Tokugawa shogunate and World War II. Handles complexities well, written in a scholarly style, but takes an unbiased viewpoint.